You've probably felt it. Like you can't say anything anymore without someone getting offended. Like everyone's constantly on edge, as if every sentence is a potential trigger. You wonder, was it always like this? No, it wasn't. So, what changed? Why has society become so sensitive, so quick to explode, so unwilling to tolerate disagreement or discomfort? Let's break it down. Discomfort used to be a natural part of life. Now it's treated like trauma. We avoid awkward conversations. We avoid disagreement. We avoid reality. When it doesn't fit what we want to hear. People have developed zero tolerance for frustration, even though frustration is one of the most basic emotions of being human. That's why some people ghost instead of talking things out. Why they shut down or lash out the moment things get tense. Conflict is no longer seen as a healthy part of relationships. It's seen as a threat. But you can't have real intimacy, real connection, or real progress if you can't engage with what makes you uncomfortable. So, what do we do with all this? We stop treating offense as the end of the conversation. We stop using emotion as an excuse to shut down critical thought. We build emotional endurance. We teach ourselves and others that disagreement isn't danger, that criticism isn't cruelty, that discomfort isn't trauma. We raise children who are prepared, not protected. We practice real empathy, not just the kind that feels good, but the kind that holds space for tension and difference. We stop asking, how can I avoid being offended? And start asking, what is this discomfort trying to teach me? Being offended is passive. Understanding is active. It takes strength, maturity, and honesty. And that's what we need now, more than ever. Today, your beliefs don't just represent your thoughts. They represent who you are. Politics, social issues, religion, even lifestyle choices have become extensions of identity. So when someone challenges your beliefs, it's not received as dialogue. It's received as a personal threat. Not, you disagree with me, but you're attacking me. The result? People can't separate disagreement from disrespect. And they respond not with curiosity, but with hostility. Even mild criticism is now interpreted as violence. Not because the words are dangerous, but because we've taught people to build their identity on ideological attachment instead of emotional strength. Today, if someone feels offended, that feeling is treated as proof that something wrong was done. But that's not always true. Feelings are valid, but they're not always accurate. You can feel judged without being judged. You can feel attacked when no one's attacking you. The problem arises when we elevate emotion above reason. We say, if I'm hurt, you did something wrong. But maybe your reaction says more about your emotional state than about someone else's intent. This shift from facts to feelings has made discussion nearly impossible, because now truth has to tiptoe around emotion. But growth doesn't come from protecting people from all discomfort. It comes from helping them navigate it. In the age of instant gratification, what we seek most is validation. We follow people who agree with us. We block people who don't. We curate digital bubbles that reflect our beliefs back to us 24/7. This creates mental comfort, but intellectual fragility. Now, when something or someone challenges that comfort, our first response isn't to consider it, it's to reject it or attack it. We say we want honesty. We say we value authenticity. But the moment it feels inconvenient, we tune out. And when the world doesn't reflect what we want to believe, we call it toxic, dangerous, or oppressive. Instead of asking, is there something here I need to hear? And this isn't just about Gen Z or millennials. Many people in their 40s, 50s, and beyond still haven't developed emotional maturity. They've built lives, families, careers, but they still react like children when criticized. They confuse dominance with strength. They defend their ego instead of their values. Why? Because maturity doesn't come from age. It comes from self-reflection, and most people avoid that work. They'd rather be right than be honest. They'd rather double down than admit fault, because in their mind, admitting weakness means losing power. But real maturity isn't about looking strong. It's about being strong enough to grow. Let's be real, society rewards outrage. Social media doesn't encourage nuance. It rewards quick reactions, not thoughtful reflection. Being angry gets more views. Being offended makes you go viral. Being the victim gives you attention. So now, people weaponize offense, not because they're truly hurt, but because outrage gives them power. It silences opposition. It shifts the spotlight. It creates instant impact. But what it doesn't create is growth. You can't build a better world by silencing every disagreement. You build it by learning to sit with what challenges you and choosing to respond, not react.